I am in Panama and my daughter is visiting me. In a series of videos I want to tell you my story of 2020.
In this video you will see scary moments on Footloose. And that's not at sea. Actually, most scariest thing that I can think about is fire on my boat.
So let's jump back in time again, March 2020. The coronavirus seemed far away. I had people working hard on Footloose to get her ready for my sail into the Pacific. I found a welder but no naval engineer, so I decided to make easy solutions without constructional impact. The chain plate of my forestay was too thin and needed to be enforced. The midsection of this hatch was totally rotten and needed to be replaced. A strip on the pilot house needs to be cut out and repaired. Those grab handles are making it more safe for me to move to the front deck. One of my 500-liter water tank was leaking. There were two ways to repair it. From outside, which means that I had to cut a hole in my boat, or from inside with epoxy.
In the tank.
We needed help from the smallest worker on the boatyard and the mechanic. The mechanic was the only guy on the boatyard who could work with the epoxy, and he was happy to show it. My last job for him was installing a swim ladder. I'm happy with his work and am relieved that I have had no fire on board.
All right, looking at the tides, at least something good is going on. Tides are still allowed to come and go as they please without any restrictions in this country. So, high tides down at the bar are all going to happen just around sunset. So we've got a 17:35.
Today I got a message that Guatemala closed all the sea borders for in- and outgoing traffic. I've had contact with my embassy and it seems like that I will get permission to leave Guatemala by boat. The only possible date to exit will be the 10th of April. I am getting Footloose ready to be launched as soon as possible. Luckily, is it not hurricane season? I prepare myself and Footloose for sailing back to the Netherlands. In the meantime, am I waiting for a green light from the authorities from Curaçao. Since I had no idea where I would go after Guatemala, I bought provision for 4 months. Yesterday I filled up my 1000 liter or 2 times 500 liters water tank. Today just filling up spare water in case, you never know, I'm running out of water. I still have, like, if we say a bottle a day, and then those 3 big bottles, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Let's say, okay, 25 days I will have more water if my water tanks are not are leaking or so. So that's the worst case scenario. I also bought a bunch of onions, but they are rotting already. So okay, it will be a trip without onions. Footloose is not finished, but ready enough to be launched. My big adventure will start from here. I don't know where I can go yet. It might be Curacao, Sint Maarten, the Netherlands, I don't know, but I'm definitely sure that I want to leave Guatemala. I'm homesick. We jump forward in time to Panama, and in the next video I will continue with telling my story about how I got here. In Panama, I'm married and I preparing the boat and ourselves for a short 160 nautical mile sail to Isla Grande to pick up our new crew member and a mainsail.
¿Tiene cebolla rojo?
Cebolla amarillo. Morada no.
Morada. The job of today, and the netting around the railing, and it's, oh, I remember this job at the previous dog, Flores, and it is a big job, I tell you, but it's a beautiful day. It's lockdown, so it's quiet. Fisherman. That guy is going to pick up my engine, I think.
I did not have enough netting, so I had to buy some fence from the local hardware store. The netting is installed, so time to set sail. I'm sailing with my daughter to Shelter Bay and after that Linton Bay. Yeah, for several reasons, because we like it in Bocas and it is not the time to cross the Pacific. Mainsail is totally destroyed. It's just really falling apart, and somebody who is actually was following me on YouTube messaged me, and he said, I do have a mainsail that might fit on your boat. So I did a measurement, and yes, it does. And he is sailing from Mexico to Florida, so through the canal. And so we spoke somewhere in November, and we just made an appointment that we will meet here in Panama. And yeah, that's actually tomorrow. So that is yeah, lucky for me, and kind of funny to meet each other that way. I have sailed alone without a rolling furler and without autopilot. It is not easy. I'm very happy to have Merit on board for a very good help and great company.
no dolphins, only sea.
The Panama Canal, so close by and still far away. All I can do now is being patient. Many sea borders are still closed, and since February 2021 has French Polynesia closed its borders as well. In May I will make my decision. I will be sailing back to Europe and across the Atlantic, or sailing into the Pacific.